This is the S&P 500 SPDR ETF SPY one-day reading for July 7th, 2025. It's currently June 23rd, 2025, 11:09 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, 615 cents, that's USD. And the shuffle video for the July 7th reading was created on June 25th, 2025 at 11:24 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So what we'll cover in this video is going to be the overall trend direction and chart behavior for the day. We'll give you the timing and chart behavior for the day's highs high, lows low, and the best trades that we see. And we'll even give you the hour-by-hour sequence of chart events. What's important to understand is that the sequence of chart events is the main purpose of the prediction. The timing is usually on point to the hour, but you have to be aware that there are cases where the timing will need plus or minus an hour or two of wiggle room. It is for that reason that you must pay attention to the sequence of chart events over the timing, and it takes a little practice. I do not recommend trading this information alone. You should only trade this information if you've got access to our live Discord trade alerts and live trading view chart links. I'll show you how to get that stuff at the end of the video. These are game-changing services. Otherwise, think of this as proof that extrasensory perception exists and can be used practically in the real world. And that's what we want to do. We want to provide you with the proof to have revelation and expand your consciousness, my friends. And we're doing it here every single day. So overall theme and chart behavior, we've got a rally along a diagonal trend line, breaking through at least one horizontal resistance to meet another one before pulling back to somewhere between those two price levels. Off of the day's high, we have a decline increasing with momentum moving forward in time. Out of the day's low, we've got sideways rotation at the low, big move to the upside, and then sideways rotation at a higher price level. And I'm advised to trade around sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow. But even more importantly, we've got this cross-reading congruency here. On the 1 month for the day of the 7th, July 7th, we've got the unicursal appearing, and we've got the unicursal card appearing here on the 7th on the daily. That's what you call a cross-reading congruency. What that means, all that stuff, that's advanced SO meta-analysis. That's stuff that we'll be teaching you in Investor Profit University, which is now in enrollment, open enrollment. You join here, and the curriculum is all here as follows, my friends. Do not miss out. Only 15 spots total available. If you're not somebody that can afford $5,000, which is the price, but you're interested, we made sure to allow for the opportunity for people to apply for financial assistance. That's free tuition, but there's limited spots, and you must be somebody that needs it. If you apply for this more than once, you will be banned from the site, not just disqualified from the university. So just don't do it. Don't waste our time. Be respectful of those that need the service. And if you can afford it, this is going to help out the channel like tremendously, so that we can bring on more team members. We can cover more tickers, more crypto, and just have overall an even better, bigger service for people. With your help, we can teach you how to use this stuff and benefit yourselves while benefiting the channel. And that's what I love, win-win situations, guys. So appreciate everybody that goes ahead and applies. All right, so that unicursal, guys, we're going to talk about that in a little bit more detail as we progress through the reading. But in the pre-market, we have a lot of price change. There should be sideways rotation and then a big move to the upside. Probably more sideways rotation at a higher price level. And that sideways rotation along a support level important on at least a multi-day chart. A notable reversal right at the open. Interesting. So right at the open, there's probably a reversal to the downside, taking us into a decline in the first half hour. But that decline ends unexpectedly with a big move to the upside, even in the face of seemingly really scary technical chart behavior and or overwhelming headwinds. It looks like possibly another swing back down into a trough before 11 o'clock, and then a big move from the bottom of range to the top of range, starting out of a decline, moving from the bottom of range to the top of a range, and taking us to another peak or high just after 11 o'clock. That should be fully retraced back down into the 12 o'clock hour, where we have an important range on a one-day chart scale minimum between roughly 12 and 1 o'clock. Yeah, and it's probably going to be to the downside, followed by another rally out of that bottom end of a range, a rally along a diagonal trend line between 1 and 2 that ends with a fast sudden move higher right around 2 o'clock, and a decline through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. That's probably off of a day's high. Decline offering trade opportunity to get into a long position. And then in the last hour, we should see a period of volatility ending with a fast sudden move higher, probably before the close. And you would close out of that long position there for a quick day trade. That's a tricky trade. I definitely just don't attempt that trade unless I say so in real time on the Discord and guide you then. It is too tricky, but there's potentially a lot of money there. The better trade is at the highs to get into a partial short, and then at the close, if we're at highs, which doubtful, but if we are at highs for the day at the close, I would say add to that short with the expectation of a significant move to the downside starting over the remainder of the week. Or maybe probably over the remainder of the week, but you could even exit out of that short there at the open on the 9th. You could even exit out of that short at the open with this decline on the 8th. But it looks like we probably continue downward. If you look at the 1 month, there's likely to be some more downward movement into the 9th and the 10th. That's SPY for July 7th, 2025. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Guys, if you like this stuff, comment you like it. Comment teach me more. Comment keep going. Comment awesome accuracy. Comment something. It helps the channel out so much, my friends. And the way that you get those game-changing services, go to our website, Tarot for Traders. Hover over order now. Click on subscriptions. Early access is currently $150. It was $29 years ago, and it's just keeps going up, guys, because the value is just so outrageous. And you get this price grandfathered. Like, if the price goes up and you got it at $150, it stays $150 for you. So don't miss that. That's the lowest this price will ever be again. Like, it'll only go up from here. You get the live Discord trade alerts, live trading view chart links, where we draw entries and exits. All of that, as well as the earliest access to any of our public posts right here on our Discord channel. Guys, we're doing performance-wise over the last year. We're just shy of 1,000% performance in our brokerage account. And these are the trades, the same trades that we guide you to make in our early access subscription. You make that money back in droves. So blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.